Well, if you don't know what this game is, then apparently you just don't know your 80s. You're probably wondering why I'm picking such a strange looking game. Well, I'll tell you. Uh, this is, of course, Skate or Die, and of course, a simple company that has gone far too powerful for its own good. Has somehow managed to make people very uneasy about what they do with their games. That which I'm talking about is, of course, Electronic Arts. And believe it or not, Electronic Arts actually made this game. And as you can tell, I am no good at skating. But that's not the point. Even though this is a Konami game, yeah, I know. I suck at skating. I'm a black guy. I don't know how to skate. Anyway. I don't know what the hell's going on, but... I don't know why I went here. Could you please stop? Yeah, they made this piece of crap called Skate or Die. And I'm really dying here. Anyway, most people here are just kind of getting very, very cautious about EA. And speaking from the gamer's point of view, I'm gonna try this again. Yeah, as you can see, Electronic Arts. as you can see, like I say, I am no good at this. That's not the fact that, you know, I am not good at this. The point is that with a character, with not character, but if Electronic Arts, who was behind this game, like I said, I'm terrible at the game. Like, the control scheme is just terrible. But anyway, yes, as I was saying about Electronic Arts. I've heard nasty things about Electronic Arts these days. And the thing about Electronic Arts is, I don't know if they're worse than Capcom or probably less than or probably, I don't know. Yes, I took the most worst game out of all this and just decided, oh, let's do this game. Point is about Electronic Arts. I've heard a rant from Big Fatty Plus talking about what Electronic Arts did to a person. Of course, I would say, yeah, swim for it, boy. The control scheme is so terrible in this game, but Electronic Arts, what can I say about you guys? You guys are the ones behind the Madden series and made many people who have been sports junkies since. And yet, in the end, many people are starting to hate you. For what reason? Possibly anybody's guess. My guess is that, I mean, when you do something like get rid of one of your fellow workers, I mean, why would you do that to one of your own people? And yet you would get rid of somebody from your own people. Why? I mean, to think about it, why would you want to do something like that in which you know it's not going to go well? What I never did understand is how did such a good company just become so terrible? I've noticed that about a couple of companies, though. I mean, first was Capcom, now it's Electronic Arts. Ever since they tried doing a merger, they have seemed so freaking hungry. I mean, I just don't see the point in this. I mean, there's no real point in why Electronic Arts would do such a heinous thing like that. That poses a question, though. That question is, as far as video games are concerned, the question that poses to the industry, or rather to the public, is would you want to keep supporting a company in which straight dogs out their own people like that? I know I wouldn't. I mean, I know I wouldn't. For obvious reasons. I mean, for obvious reasons, as far as games are concerned, there's only one game I still actually like. And even though it's done by BioWare and EA is behind the publishing, I would and would not support. I mean, as far as gaming goes, I'm still gonna get my games. And I'm still gonna do games. But you know what? I'm not gonna blame... I'm really not gonna blame those... The game, actually. What am I trying to say? I'm not really trying to blame the game. I can blame the developers. I mean, times are tough, yes. Granted, times are going to be tough. Mainly because, as a gamer, I like my games. But as a consumer, they will not get a lick of my money. I mean, really, you gotta have good business sense. I don't know who's which is which, and I don't care. Point is, when you try and do something oh boy. I mean, I would continue to get my games. And I don't know why, but many people are kind of getting away from EA. I'm not mad that they want to get away from EA. Hell, I would want to get away from EA too. And you know what the sad thing about it is? They live here in California. That's the thing. That's the thing. I really think, you know, they will not get my money. And granted, if I get Dragon Age, which I do plan on getting, I will still get Dragon Age, but I just won't go as far as get on their servers. It's kind of like with Capcom. People just have a thing against Capcom because of what they did to Mega Man. And it kind of makes sense, you know, because Capcom was a fan favorite. I'm pretty sure EA is not looking so well. I mean, as far as I'd be concerned, there is no way in the world I would give a company that treats their own like oh, you've done your share, but oh, you've done something stupid. It's like you were watching hardcore porn. I mean, hardcore porn. Hardcore pawn. Pawn, not porn. Hardcore pawn! Yes, I watch that sometimes. And it's a rough business being in the pawn shop. Nope, my brain is somewhere else, folks. I am very sorry. But really, yes, I'm playing a game that EA made. What was I saying? About EA, yeah. It's like working at a pawn shop. You know, very rough pawn shop. And if you can't hack it, well then, it's just terrible. I mean, many people say, well, I'm not gonna trust EA. It's just like, ick. It's just like saying, for the obvious reason, I don't like Capcom. You've killed Mega Man. We don't like you. Like, you don't like Capcom because of Mega Man. That's completely understandable. I mean, really, I wouldn't put my money into a company in which they treat the people who actually try to do something nice. Like, okay, if Sega were to get rid of Sonic the Hedgehog, how many Sonic fanboys would be pissed? Or if Nintendo got rid of Mario, oh, there'd be so many people that'd be so pissed. But EA, I'm not happy for what they did. I mean, so many people just have a thing against EA. They have good reason to say they don't like EA. My thing is, what EA did was not right. When you screw somebody over like that, and their family pays for it, yeah, sue their ass. I believe that, you know, if EA should get bankruptcy, then that's what they deserve. As far as, you know, what they did, yeah. It's a bad judgment call on their part. And no, I'm not going to play this game anymore. I'm just gonna talk for a bit. I mean, as for me, I would say this. I like Dragon Age. But would that stop me from actually playing Dragon Age? Just because of EA? No. I'll keep playing the games, but I will not support the company. If the company treats its workers bad, then they're not really worth. They're really not worth supporting. I mean, it's just that simple. You gotta trust the general public and trust those who are working in your business. And if you don't have that bond of trust going, then you're pretty much screwed. I mean, that's what I honestly feel about this. I said this. I don't like people who bully. I really hate bullying. So in that sense, no, I wouldn't. I would say no on EA. If that actually makes sense. I really wouldn't trust EA, really. But yet I would still play Dragon Age. But would I play this again? Hell no, I will not play this again. Even though Konami did this, EA was behind it, though. 1987, I believe. But anyway, I think I ranted enough because, really, you can tell how it makes me feel. It kind of made me feel flustered because I never thought EA would do a bad judgment call. You know, I mean, they bought PopCap. Okay, that was understandable. Because if PopCap was going to go down, it was just going to go down. But yet EA kind of saved it. So by a merger, it would just help or whatever. Some people are mad about it. Some people aren't. I don't know. I'm not into stuff like that, really. I'm not into gaming politics. But anyway, tonight will be Dragon Ball Kai, and for the record, I did start up a new Final Fantasy poll because I took a game off, and yet I still remember Final Fantasy Legend had a lead, so therefore Final Fantasy Legend has a lead right about now. So what I'm going to do is, for those who want to vote again, or haven't had their chance to vote, I'm going to post a link down below in the description box. You vote for which Final Fantasy game you want done for next month. In any case, the Tales games, I probably will do it a little after my vacation, my summer vacation. So that's pretty much it. So with that, I think I ran enough about EA because EA kind of puts me in the mind of Capcom, and it kind of makes me pretty pissed and angry and all that, but you don't see that, or you don't hear that. Anyway, I've been the Tenkaichi of Gaming, Pookie-Izzy7, and this was Skater Die, brought to us by and Konami. Anyway, I'll see you tonight.